Do y'all remember this little snippet of Wendy Williams when she was addressing her marriage not too long ago? Check it out.
I'm still wearing my ring. Believe me, when you've been with somebody for 28 years, married for 25 years, then we date. When we got married, we waited like 4 years before doing the baby project and stuff. So we know each other. He's my best friend. He's my lover. He's all this and he's all that. I know what you've been seeing, and I knew what the streets have been talking about. But Hunty, let me show you who I fell in love with and who he fell in love with. Hit it. Have ebbs and flows. Marriages are not easy. Don't ask me about mine until you see this gone. And it ain't going anywhere. Not in this lifetime.
Well, Wendy, you told us to stay out of your business until we saw the wedding ring was off. So the wedding ring is off. So now we in your business, girl. Just like you was in everybody else's business. Just like you've been very, very messy over the years. And now your own tea is being spilt all over these streets, girl. So according to the internets, the Daily Mail, everybody, Wendy Williams served Kelvin Hunter with divorce papers yesterday morning at the show, at their job. All right. So apparently, I guess Wendy Williams has gotten kind of fed up and kind of tired because I am going to believe that she has known for a long time that this man had his side piece, Sharina Hudson. And I can't believe that she didn't know. It's been out there for a while. I guess it was all good, but I guess the final straw was when he messed around and they had a baby together, him and Sharina. 33-year-old Sharina gave birth to a baby girl, I believe, last month or so, the end of last month. And not only did she give birth to a baby girl, but Mr. Kelvin Hunter, being the generous, trick that he is, decided to gift Sharina with a gold Ferrari and get a nice little Rolls Royce for himself. So maybe that was just like a bridge too far for Wendy, and she decided she had had enough. All right. Now, Wendy is worth $60 million. Okay. And Kevin is also executive producer on her show. Now, over the years, we've heard a lot of nightmarish stories of him. He is like a brute. He is a bully, and pretty much the entire staff hates him. Okay. But the tricky part is because he's an executive producer on the show. And by the way, Wendy's manager, they're believing that it's going to be a contested divorce. Now, Wendy has all the money. Okay. And Wendy has pretty much been providing for Sharina for the last 10 years or so. I mean, Sharina had this big ass house not too far away from Wendy. They pretty much had almost similar cars. This woman has a condo. I mean, she is just living very lavishly off of Wendy Williams. And I guess Wendy tried to put on a front for as long as she could. But you know what? Everybody knew her tea. And I think, like I said, I think the baby was the final straw. I guess Wendy said, listen, I ain't going to be no Rashida. I'm not about to sit up here and raise nobody else's baby. And it's a little girl at that. Their son is in college. I think her son and my son are around the same age. Their son is in college. And so for this man to have a new baby with his side piece of 10 years, I mean, anybody would be hurt. Now, it might sound like I am making fun of Wendy. Maybe a little bit, because, like I said, she's been messy for a minute. I know that's her job. That's what she gets paid to do when she gets paid big money to be messy. But I did find it kind of hypocritical that she, has a tendency to kind of criticize and be about everybody else's business. But the minute people start asking her about her marriage, she's like, stay out of mine. I'm good. Ain't nothing wrong. We're great. The Hunters are swell. Well, apparently the Hunters aren't swell, and they haven't been swell for quite a while. All right, your man been dipping out with this woman for a long time. The tea has been out there for a while. Charlemagne spilt the tea. And every time I get a chance to listen to Charlemagne the God talk about Sharina, who he happens to know because they came from, they're both from South Carolina. He knows her very, very, very well. All right. Matter of fact, word on the street is that Charlemagne introduced Kevin to Sharina. Now, I don't think he introduced them in the idea that they would eventually start hooking up and have a baby together while he's married to Wendy, but he did in fact introduce them. And so now Wendy's at a crossroads here, right? She has, to me, I think she has an opportunity to rebrand herself. I think if she just spills her own tea and just come out with it, I think she will get a lot of sympathy. Even from people that can't stand her, they will sympathize for her because nobody wants to see, me included, I don't want to see this man run off with all of Wendy's money and go and take care of his side piece, which he's basically been doing, right? Nothing really will change because she has the money, he may very well get spousal support. Now, I believe what I read on the Daily Mail that Wendy is asking for some kind of child support or something like that. But I don't know. He got a case here. I mean, it happens the other way around, right? When a man of celebrity would have a lot of money, when they get divorced, the wife will ask for spousal support. So he may have a case because she technically makes all the money to get spousal support, which would be a damn shame if he gets a whole lot of money from her just to go and be with this other woman. And I got a message for Sharina because people like her need to hear this. You've been living lavishly for the last 10 years off of Wendy's dime. And you probably thought to yourself, I got it real good. I don't have to take care of this man. This man is not my husband. I don't have to take all the mess that Wendy has to put up with. I get to see him here and there. He showers me with gifts and everything like that. Everything is lovely. And then I send him back home. Now he's yours, girl. He is yours. And guess what? You have sat comfortably for the last 10 years as the side dish while he was going home to his entree. This man is so used to having an entree and a side dish. Now that you're the entree, because there's no more Wendy, he's going to be looking for another side dish. Don't think that he hasn't thought, well, you sat there for 10 years and you were comfortable being the side piece for 10 years. What makes you think that now that you're going to move up in status, that he ain't going to go out there and get another you? Because I'm sure he's looking for another woman that'll sit there and wait 10 more years, while he wait out whatever is going on with you and him. And now there's a baby involved. All right. So don't think you're getting anything special. You're really not. You're really not. Because if he cheated with you, he's going to cheat on you, girl. Matter of fact, he might be out there with somebody else. Who knows? But I am glad that Wendy has finally woken up and she's finally taken herself and she's going to get on with her life. And like I said, I think Wendy has an opportunity to rebrand herself. If she plays it right, people will definitely have sympathy for her because, again, word on the street is that she's been abused, that this man is a bully, and that he's been using her money to wine and dine this sad hoe. And so I hope that Wendy comes out on top of this. Like I said, I had to get a little chuckle, had to do a little shade on her because you know what? Wendy has been, she deserved it, okay? She has been messy for a minute, and I just think she just needed a little ribbon because, like I said, she has been so critical of other people's relationships. It's about time, she couldn't hold it no longer. She couldn't sit here and pretend and be fake any longer because everybody knew. And I'm glad she's waking up. I'm glad she's going to get herself together. And I hope Jesus be a fence around the prenup. Lord,